Hi, my name is Julian. I am your tonight's host. This is the first episode. I haven't gotten a name yet, but it's the first episode of whatever this may become. We're in a parking lot at night, as you can see. It's completely empty, which I like. It would be kind of, I would be at unease if I wasn't alone, but I think I'm alone. And I brought some poetry with in this little book right here. And yeah, I thought, this kind of vibe, some nice poems that I wrote the other day. I don't know if they're nice, but I like them. And I'll just read them to you, and I think that might be nice. So that's what this video is going to be. You can just put this on in the background, just kind of lean back, and maybe it'll help you fall asleep at night. Maybe it's just nice for you to have company, or it's just comforting to listen to while you do your work or whatever you need to do in your life. And I hope to make either a weekly video or a bi-weekly video, or like a series out of this and a video every week or 2 weeks, is what I mean. And we'll see how it goes. I am... Ooh, I saw that. There's a school that I'm sitting next to. It's empty as well, I hope. And there's some few lights on here and there, but there's one hallway light. It keeps popping off. It's like a ghost school. What was I saying? I was getting sidetracked. I'm gonna read some poems. And yeah, I'll just start with the first. I haven't decided... Oops, there goes my water. I haven't decided yet where I'll put the mic. Maybe like this. Does that look weird? Because that's how it's going to be until I bring a new tripod. This poem is called Come Back Down. And then the fire breaks as we touch, engulfed in blue flames. I find your back and lay my face down. It's like warm sand on the beach. I hear the waves run through your lungs. Atom in, atom out, atom in, atom out. I repeat it like a mantra. You find something to grasp onto, and its tranquility sobers you up quicker than ever. How well you're doing, how proud you make me. I tell you we'll lay down after this, and drink tea on your carpet. I will gladly carry you there. We can walk the trail behind your backyard. It's raining, you say, but I know we can bring the umbrella, and you'd know I hold it high above your head. Or I'll make you some soup, and play songs no one's ever heard before on the piano. We can lick our wounds together before the storm closes. That was poem number 1. Most of them are love poems, because I wrote them about a special someone. So I hope you like those. I like them. Not mine specifically, just love poems. Really nice to read, especially if they're made for you, I was thinking, with that school being here, there's just something that pops up in my mind, where there's a school like very close to my house. I can see it from my attic room window, and in the weekends, most of the vacation, because it's summer vacation now, so it's also like right now that way, there's a classroom, and in the classroom there's like a beamer, you call it, like a digital whiteboard, and it's on, and the whole classroom's empty, and all the chairs are like upon the tables, and yeah, that's just very cool that it's on. Like, I always, when I bike past, sometimes I just kind of get off the bike and just look at that. Just look at the it's like a no signal message, and it bounces from like border to border really slowly. It's really fun. I want to say fun. It's weird that it's fun, but it just kind of is. It's weird, normally it's filled up with kids and laughter and playing and just all these sounds and noises and livelihood and people, young people, and then a teacher, that keeps everyone in track. And then hours later, it's dark, and the chairs are on a table, and they're all at home, like watching TV shows or YouTube, and the teacher is like maybe checking homework or making dinner, and then there's the classroom and it's dark and empty and only the whiteboard is like on and just displaying that message. I think that's really cool. Yeah, it's you know how when you see like an empty train station, I saw this one picture, it was an empty train station and there was like a beam of light coming through the windows, and it looks so nice, just that kind of stuff. And then there's maybe it's something pretty, although I wouldn't call that no signal message, particularly pretty, but just something going on, and you're the only one seeing it. But I'm rambling, so I'll go to the next poem. Poem number 2 of the night. I think we got 3 or 4 lined up, but maybe I should write a poem about that whiteboard. This one's called Late Night Jewelry. It's also a love poem, and it's about as long as the last one. As the pink blossom fills our heads and little windows up, my heart spills with love, and you press your soft lips onto mine. I can smell the branches of the amber trees in your hair and let my fingers run through the forest. The wind flows deeper, heavier, as I gently hold on to our gesture of affection. With my eyes closed, I see for the first time, past the starry nights, the universes and opportunities of all that falls down and comes back up again. I string it together and make it into a necklace for you to wear, around your neck, around my world. Navigating lower, I let my mouth scrape across the silk skin below your head. The wind rises, and the waves crash into the sand. The thoughts fall hard into my mind as you show me how you feel me. I hold the earth and you in 2 hands at the same time, as it's all that I long for. I like that one. I'm gonna put the mic down for a second. Oh yeah, and just check the recording, because that makes me anxious if it goes on too long. Okay, I will sit in right here, right? Yeah, I was sitting right here. Yeah. It's just for the people among us that are into cameras and stuff. I have a background in film. Like, I'm currently kind of still studying film, because I was supposed to get my graduation thingy, like, before the summer vacation. But there's, like, a math test I still have to do, and I wasn't told about it, or maybe I was, but it was like a single email and I didn't see it. I don't really know if I should blame myself or someone else, but I still have to do that in September. So technically, I'm still studying film, but what I was going to say is that this camera, it's mine, the tripod is mine, the test cam is mine, which is why I thought, I should film something, but the camera is currently sitting on manual focus, which means that I have to sit somewhere where I am in a focus, which is this spot, I hope, or I'm slightly out of focus. Forgive me if I am, but maybe that's nice as well. A blurry host. But I filmed this once before, a few nights ago, and my poems weren't that good, the ones that I had then, and I was out of focus the whole time, because I put it on automatic focus, and although I was the only thing moving in the frame, it thought, those lights in the background, those little circles, those are what I need to see. So not even that it focused on that, no, it just made the circles really big until they were as big as they could be, which means that the focus is like this far away from the camera, and I was just like this black figure kind of moving between them. So it was interesting, experimental, but not what I wanted. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying this video so far. If there's actually, someone watching outside of myself or my significant other, and you think, oh, he yaps too much. These videos would be nice if he didn't yap that much or something. Or maybe something else, just let me know. And I'll probably just adjust to that. It's no bother to me. But I think it's time for our third poem of the night. I'll get some water, so my mouth sounds are... Well, maybe it becomes more when you drink water, because you got a moisty mouth. Okay, that was very unpleasant. Sorry about that. Alright, and we'll get to our third poem of the night. It's a bit more of an experimental poem. You'll find out what it is once I start reading it, but it's a bit different from the others. So, hope you don't mind that. This one is called Google 2011. Google and then like a, what do you call that? A dash? Like a dot longer dash? It's not my first language, alright. I think it's a dash. No, it's not a dash. Dash is that one. A comma. It's just a comma. Google, comma, 2011. Where did the dinosaurs go? How big is the moon? Whistle tutorial. How expensive is a cat? How to rap fast. Eminem rap god lyrics. How to make a paper plane. What is being in love? How to kiss a girl? 10 ways to impress a girl. How to write a poem. Words that rhyme with eyes. Words that rhyme with tulips. List of flower names. Flowers similar to tulips. How to look cool. How to look cool without trying. How to make a paper swan. What to do when mom cries. What is cancer? Does everyone die? Do cats die? What happens when you die? Can you tell dead people you miss them? Can you tell dead people you love them? How to make paper flowers. It's a slightly heavier one, but I wrote that one today, actually. It started with a video idea. So maybe technically it's not a poem, but if it's a little too dark, I'm sorry about that. I like it. I'm gonna lean back for a second. We have one more poem, by the way, a shorter one, the shortest one of the bunch, but I like that one too. I like all of these. Last time I had poems where it was like, they were alright. Yeah, but these are nice. Having mentioned Starry Nights in the poem before this one, it's not that starry, unfortunately. I can see, the moon, it's a full moon, I think, or a near full moon, so that's kind of cool. Sometimes in the summer, it's really big. One evening you just go out and it's what the fuck is that in the moon? Big ass burrito in the sky, but it's the moon, it's just randomly big. It's the ghost light again in the hallway. Oh yeah, I was gonna say what the ghost light was. It's light in the hallway and it goes on and off very weirdly, without any rhythm. So maybe it's a budged sensor, but I can't imagine someone is walking there. So ghost light. But yeah, the moon is a full moon now. There's a couple of stars. Can I see a little pan somewhere? I think I see the handle of the pan, but maybe not. Where is it? above me. Well, it's a nice night either way, so I'm glad you're here. And there's not as much wind. It's really nice. You know, last time, that's why I bought the wind muff. Maybe actually it should be stormy tonight. It should be super windy, just so that wind muff has a use. I bought the wind muff and there's no wind. What a shame. Yeah. I don't know if the camera picks it up. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but like there, you have those lights like in this lane, like in front of me, and they have two smaller ones, and maybe to the left of that, there was one that was blinking. Oh, it's still blinking. There it goes. Maybe you can see that, but maybe it's too small. It could be like that there's leaves in front of it. Oh, maybe you can see that. Also, there should be a bus soon. I think the last bus is going in a couple minutes. It's the bus not to the city, but from the city. And it goes at like half hour past 1 or 2, maybe a little later. Alright, I think it's time for our final poem of the night. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. I think you can kind of guess what it's about. Let's get to it. This one is a bit shorter. It's called From the Inside Out. The grid stretches inches, but with miles at a time. A triptych of millions, an army of safeness. So much space to hide in, to safely get lost to. The screen is warm, my room is cold. Although this space is fleeting and untouchable, I am loaded in completely and forever. Now there will always be footsteps in the snow. Yeah, as I said, it's a shorter one, but yeah. I wrote another poem that I'll probably read next time, and it kind of ties into that one, so that's why you should watch the next one. It's a cliffhanger. No, it's not. It's not. The poem is done, but yeah, sometimes I write poems with the same kind of metaphors that I come up with, or energies, what do you call it? Anal. Analogies. There you go. Yeah, like I think in the first two poems that I wrote, not to toot my own horn, how do people say that? But in the first two poems, there's both mentions of I don't remember. I'm not gonna look into it, but it's all a little connected, you know. It's all coming from the same brain. So I hope you like those poems, and we'll just sit for a little longer, because, you know, hey, there it is. It's the last bus. Yeah, look, I said it. There it goes, and it goes to that way. It goes to the right of the camera. Bye-bye. Carries all the drunk people back, you know, to their houses from the city. There's another poem, you know. Maybe I'll write that. Oh, and there's a really interesting cloud going on. Like, the cloud is very thin. It's a very, like, thin cloud, and it's almost slicing through the moon. So it makes me think of that film, it's not Dali, it's the other guy, where there's like a razor to an eye and then a cloud to a moon. I forgot the name. Oh, Les Champs Andalous, something like that. The dog, something. Les Champs Andalous. Oh, there goes the ghost light again. Maybe that'll be a recurring thing in these videos. I think I'll leave this video just uncut. I didn't make a mistake with the poem, so I didn't have to go back and start from the top again, so maybe this will just be an uncut video. Oh, it's actually going through the moon right now. I should get a shot of that and just edit it in, just so you can see what I mean. I'm gonna do that. I'm always a little annoyed when people are talking about something visual and I like get my phone out and they just don't show it. Okay, hold on. Actually capture it. Oh no. Okay, wait, I need to do it like this so I can put it in the video. No, stop. There, got it. Oh, sorry. It'll be a really bad picture, but you can see what I'm yapping about. And I think, yeah, that marks kind of the end of this video. I'm really glad that you've been sitting with me for this bit. It's really nice sharing my poems, and I hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be more soon, either weekly or I keep forgetting if bi-weekly is every 2 weeks or twice a week. Maybe it's both, so I could get away with that. You know, I could say bi-weekly and you'll be like, oh, twice a week. No, either weekly or once every 2 weeks. Yeah, but I'd like to make more of these. Keep this going, kind of commit to that. And because it's just so nice if someone actually watches this and kind of finds some comfort in it. I think that's a beautiful thing. So, you know, if I can make that happen, even if it's just one person that I don't know and that doesn't know me, and we're just sharing that moment on the huge sea that is the internet, that'd be nice. So that is the end of this video. Talk to you later, whatever you're up to. I hope you're doing well. I hope the things are manageable and carryable. Yeah, I don't have any ideas for an outro, so I'll just say bye. Bye bye.